let's play Dragon Force, number 4 I think I'm up to now. Yeah, 4, awesome. Extra battle here versus some Free Nation people who no one really cares about. Saul and Fina. The troop interactions are, you're going to see those here now. Junon has Harpies. I outnumber my opponent like 3 to 1. I think 3 to 1. It'll show here in a second. What is it? Yeah, 3 to 1. 30 Harpies, 10 mages. 10 mages. Mages are really the bottom feeders of the classes. They've got nothing else. Watch when I disperse, because you see that they shoot fireballs. They're always going to be shooting fireballs. Even when you're using specials, they still attack. That's unique to them. Them and archers, they will still attack even when the rest of the game just kind of freezes to let you do a special move. So they're going to attack. They don't always do damage to your monarch, but they pretty much always do damage to your troops. Especially Harpies, because Harpies are weak against mages. When I get close enough here, watch these 10 mages just rip my Harpies to shreds. You're already starting to see it. 3 down, just ranged weapons. And I use a special, and that is stupid. Yeah. Mages just gone. That's mage. And my Harpies can't even kill him in 1 hit. Sometimes it takes more than 1 hit to kill him. Like that. And that one still survives. But yes, finally. They meleeed and I still took them down. Now, you'll notice I'm using Junon a lot. I want to make sure that Junon levels, because shortly Junon will get promoted to the next class up. The icons won't change or anything, I'll just get a new title. Whenever you get a new title, you also get a new ability. Each general can learn 3 special abilities. Junons are great. Flame Cannon is a good one to start off with the damage it does. Next one is Meteor Shower, which is phenomenal. It's a better AoE, it affects the entire battlefield so it can take out troops, kind of randomly, and it'll do damage to the enemy general, so that's great. You'll notice Scar has not healed all of his HP, because he did not stay in the castle. He fought the last battle, took some damage. You've got to stay in a castle long enough for your HP to rebuild. If you win a fight, you'll get all of your MP back, but your HP will refill automatically. So, I kind of jumped in. I'm fairly sure he's going to be alright. He's tough, he can take it. Plus, Saul's got 17 Harpies to deal with now, so we'll see how that goes for him. I'm betting it's not going to be good. So, and I really have to work Scar up. He's a great starting general, but he seems a lot weaker than some of the others that you can actually use. Granted, you'll notice I have not used Senna at all. I've not used Ortega. Ortega's, a great fighter. He starts off with no specials, so he's basically got 3 MP that you're going to be sitting on forever. You're not going to get anything until you hit like level 5 with him, which that's way too long, and that puts it so much at a disadvantage. Plus, after the next domestic affairs, I know I'm going to get a couple of generals anyway, so why use him when I'm just going to shelve him anyway? He can keep a hold of a castle for me. And every time you take over a castle when you go to the next domestic affairs, the castle that you have not previously taken over before, you get an award. Your kingdom is happy that you're expanding. I forget what the name of the award is. But you get a medal that you can apply only to your monarch for each castle that you take that you have not taken before. So with this, my next domestic affairs, I should get 2 that go directly to Junon, which means Junon's going to be just swimming in Harpies. So that's going to make her or him a lot more powerful. So that's always a plus. Looking around, because now I'm just killing time, waiting for the next domestic affairs, looking at my opposition. Fight. And yes, Gongos just beat one of the Isma Nation. Euro units can't do that little thing, the little sword over your baton. You don't get that. That makes you move faster. That's just something the NPCs can do. And domestic affairs, so more story. More story. God, more story. And I doubled up on it because I went after the castles in the order that I did. Your first domestic affairs like this, you get the story, okay, now you've got to find the other members of the Dragon Force. Lord Frest, who is the messenger of Ostia, tells you, go find the other 7. Why doesn't he just get all 7 together? That would be, you know, the easiest outcome. No, I'm going to tell one person to go find 7 other people on an entire continent. Good luck. Yeah. Again, with the retarded story. Okay, I didn't write it. I just play it. And I subject all of you to this, so... Ha! Sucks to be you. Now... It's... pretty much the same thing that you can piece together from the foreshadowing from the opening movie, and just, you know, paying attention. You've got to go find 7. There's 7 other monarchs. You know what you've got to do. And each time you encounter one of the monarchs, you'll get one of these nice little cutscenes. It's not really a cutscene, it's just a still image with text of the Dragon Force emblem on one of the other monarchs. So, at least you get that little interlude each time you meet a new monarch. Or every time you meet a monarch that you can actually talk to. There are going to be some times that you can't actually talk to a monarch because of stupid story bug. So. And Junon has the same comment I do. Oh yeah, no problem. Great. 7 people in an entire continent. Now we get to Gustav's story. Like I said, I kind of doubled up because of how I did this, which means even more setting, even more text. I'm so sorry for all of this. The next one will not have this much text, I swear to you. And with this, basically, you're convincing Gustav to either die or tell you who hired him to kill you. Again, hiring a mercenary to kill a king, and having that king come to you. Brilliant strategy. You find out it's a guy named Golem. The names of these people are just... They were running out of names, because literally they've got hundreds of generals. Most of them are, you know, the same face, just a different name. They reuse a lot of the generic faces a lot, so they've got hundreds of these generals just floating around, so they kind of need a new one. And the names kind of get dumber and dumber as time goes on. So it's off to kill Golem next, and that's a pathetic fight. That's going to be worse than the Gustav fight, because at least Gustav had friends. Golem, I think, is just by himself. So, retards, all of them. Don't look into the logic of it. Just beat your enemies and take over the world. That's the point of the game. Coming up to the end of this video, I'm going to cut it here. You're going to see... I'm going to end up missing part of the text for that. So, we'll start with the next one in just a second.